Games just don't feel the same anymore. That's a comment you hear from a lot of adults these days, and honestly, I'll include myself. They're not. These days, games just feel like this. They're just not as vibrant and immersive anymore. I remember being 12 or 13 years old. I come back from school, turn on my PC, start Minecraft, join our TeamSpeak that we had back then, and everyone was online. Every little detail and thing about games was so exciting and new, and there was always someone to share that experience with. Now, it's hard to even get a few people to play with you because everyone is just so busy all the time. They have girlfriends, work, or even children, and that's understandable. Playing games together as an adult almost feels like you make an appointment, one that is unlikely to even happen. There are obvious reasons to why games don't feel the same way. For example, that we are just so used to video games and experienced in that field, which makes it incredibly difficult for us to find something new and intriguing. But I think it's not just about us being inhibited or blinded for our experience, it's also about how we approach games and our mindset while playing them. The moment I realized something was wrong with my perception and approach of video games was when I played Ark Survival Evolved with my girlfriend. She previously had never played the game, or PC games in general, and obviously she was confused at first, but really enjoyed playing. This gave me, a person with hundreds of hours in the game, a completely new perspective. Through her, I could relive the joy and excitement of playing the game for the first time again. It reminded me of how it was for myself and brought me back in time. The one thing that struck me after we had played the game for a while was the fact that she was playing without quote unquote doing anything or progressing. Instead of taming the good dino, she was interested in dinos that are considered bad. Instead of going the shortcut, she went the long way. While I wanted flying dinos to tame high-level creatures and find better resources, she didn't even want to fly most of the time because she felt like she was missing out on too much on the ground. I was even a little bit triggered at times. It felt like she was wasting time. Clearly, she couldn't even know these things, and that's also why I hated myself for thinking that way, and subsequently was the point where I knew that something is wrong with me. Obviously, I'm experienced in the game, but I really don't think that that was the issue here. It was my approach and mindset when it comes to playing the game, which eventually brought me to the conclusion that we have to stop being so damn efficient all the time when it comes to video games. My girlfriend was truly playing the game, and I was just touching the surface of it, because I was too focused on being effective. It's like the difference of really reading a book or just mindlessly turning pages without knowing what the last one was about. My girlfriend has probably really played the game more than I have during the last 200 hours. And then I wondered, when was the last time I have actually experienced a game? And honestly, I couldn't tell you when that was. It must have been almost a year or a few years ago. The closest I got was probably when playing Elden Ring and its DLC. There, I legitimately felt like a child again because the game was just so much better than everything else. Other than that, I couldn't really think of anything. However, after I noticed the problem of efficient thinking, I tried to change my behavior. While it took some time, eventually it actually paid off. I did things I normally would never do because they're considered bad or inefficient. And you wouldn't believe me how much that taught me about games that I thought I knew everything about. Of course, we can never turn back time, and it will never be exactly the same. But perhaps this video gave you a little bit of a different perspective and might even help you to find more joy in video games again. If I could give you any tip, then take a non-gamer friend or partner and let them play your game without interfering. You would be surprised what they can teach you about your game. The biggest advice, of course, is, as weird as it sounds, try to be less efficient. Thank you for watching and consider liking and subscribing.